What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. United States. The United States. The one and only United States versus Sweden in 2026 Winter Olympic men's hockey. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action, everybody. We are here. Puck drop scheduled for 1 o'clock Arizona time. That's noon on the West Coast, 3 o'clock on the East Coast. And hockey has returned to Valhalla Sports Talk. We've got this game today, and then we got the ladies taking the ice tomorrow. Ladies will be playing for the gold medal tomorrow. The men currently in the quarterfinals, trying to punch their tickets to the semifinals on Friday. If they make it, I will stream it. And then if they make it to the finals on Sunday, I will stream that as well. Because that's what we do around here. That's what we do around here. We do some shout outs to the early arrivals. Elishiva Jones is up in here. William Vernoy Jr., Carmen Don Allen. Know Thyself is in the house. But yeah. Currently, we got some guys going around in circles on skates right now. Not sure what they call this. Might be speed skating. What a crazy day it's already been in men's hockey at the Winter Olympics. We should probably go look at that real quick. 2 games have already occurred. Actually, 3. But the last 2 ended in overtime. Oh, these are them speed skater guys. They're little badasses. You ready for MLB baseball? Can't wait for Guardians Dodgers. Yeah, I'm ready. I ain't worried about it yet, though. I ain't even close to worried about it yet. Anywho, let's look at today's slate. I don't know why that music went on. Anywho, that game for Canada and Chechnya, that game, Canada was in real danger of getting eliminated from these Olympics. They won it in overtime. And then just a few minutes ago, I don't think that one score is updated yet. Finland won this game. Finland won their game. There it is, against the Swiss. And that was also in overtime. So crazy stuff, y'all. Crazy stuff. But U.S. has a tough opponent right here, y'all. The Swedes. The Swedes are tough, y'all. Tempe is doing real well for Team Sweden, says Elishiva Jones. Yeah, well, I hope we give him a big L. I hope we hand him a big L today. But Finland won it last time in the Olympics, y'all. Finland is the defending Olympic gold medalist. Finland is the defending Olympic gold medalist. I'm not sure why that audio went on there. Very weird. Very weird. We could drop it any second, y'all. Just letting y'all know, because I've been messing around with this OBS stuff, and I think I'm putting it right up against its limits. Right up against its limits, y'all. That's what we do. That's what we do here on Valhalla Sports Talk, y'all. Anybody can stand in front of a camera and run their soup cooler, but I put on a show. Y'all. Let's go back to the main, y'all, as we await the puck drop. Now it says 10 after. 1:10 is the start time. So we've got about 15 minutes, chat. 15 minutes. So short track speed skating, men's 500 meters. No U.S. guys in that one. Anywho, let's go to the main. Hold on, everybody. The drops. I'll be back. But yeah. I've been busy, y'all. I had 2 days off. Monday, Tuesday, no streams. But I've been busy. Been busy. I got the Dodgers setup done. Ready to go, y'all. Ready to go. It is ready to go. But I'm not going to worry about these preseason games, y'all. I could give two rats testicles about these spring training games. They don't mean nothing. The guys don't play most of the time. That's not my jam, y'all. That's not my jam. I got better things I could be doing with my time. Better things I could be doing with my time. So there will be no spring training Dodger baseball likely, unless I get desperate. But I have everything set up for the World Baseball Classic. It is all ready to go. Locked and loaded, y'all. Locked and loaded. You're wearing a Team USA. I'm wearing the actual hat for the U.S. for the World Baseball Classic is what I'm wearing. Mr. Scooper says Olympic hockey. Nice. Yeah, bro. I'm going to hang in there for the Olympics here. So I'm going to do this. I'm doing the ladies gold medal game. And then if these men can keep advancing, I'll do the semifinal game on Friday and the final on Sunday. If the U.S. makes it to the final on Sunday, that is an early morning stream, y'all. It's like a 9 o'clocker. But they got to keep advancing, and it's getting hard now. Now it's starting to get interesting. 24 laps to go in this speed skating thing. And you got the U.S., Canada, and Russia. Or maybe not Russia, China battling. China, France, and the United States now up front. These guys are going a lot faster than the roller derby people back in the day. They're going a lot faster. Are you ready for NASCAR? I'm ready. Ready. Got the paint schemes downloaded. Everything's done. I'll be doing the community post tomorrow where people can pick their drivers because a lot of people getting kicked out of their cars. But there are cars that are going to be locked in. I'm not getting into it in this stream, so don't even ask. Not even getting into it. Not even getting into it. But the regulars that have cars, they won't lose their car. They will be afforded the opportunity to switch if they want to. COO says she better not lose her Austin Dillon, that number 3 car. Is betting turned off? Nope, it's on. It's on. It's literally been posted in the chat. It might not be confirming. It might not be confirming. Let's see. It took my voice, so it took my voice, y'all. My 10,000 are in there, but it did not confirm. So it's not confirming in the chat. All right, what we got here? Who's leading? China, France, Japan now, your top 3 with 11 laps to go. They be doing like 8-second laps, it looks like. U.S. moved up to 3rd for a second there. Again, this is a short track women's 300 or 3,000 meter relay. Final B, whatever that means. This reminds me a lot, though, of the olden days in the roller derby. It does remind me of these things. China, France, United States, 7 laps to go. Wiffle Lab in the house. What's up, Wiffle? Hey, guess what showed up on my doorstep this morning, or out in by the gate? Guess what showed up out there, y'all? A new drip show print. A brand spanking new drip show print. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. I will show that off during the Laker game here in a couple nights. Still a little chilly out there, Mama. Still a little chilly. 2 laps to go. China, Japan, France. Your top 3. Oh, easy win there for China. China, Japan, France. Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes. 10 minutes to the drop of the puck for USA versus Sweden. Sweden, Norway, y'all. It's where the Vikings came from. I'm just saying. Sweden and Norway, where the Vikes came from, chat. Now I don't have a whole ton of this setup done, y'all. It's gone. I've deleted a lot of stuff, but I still have the Zamboni. I still have the Zamboni, y'all. We shipped it overseas for the Olympics. But yeah, this setup is hurting compared to the rest of them. You guys are going to trip out on what I got planned for the Dodger streams this year. You're going to trip out. Trip out. Chat goes kind of quiet on me. I don't know what your problem is, everybody. I don't know why I only got 21 up in here. But whatever. I'm used to it. This game, by the way, will be shown on NBC/Peacock. NBC Peacock. Just so y'all knows. Yeah, I show up in the search. I'll show up in there, y'all. Illegal late pass by somebody. What's going on here? An illegal late pass. Oh, so the U.S. got penalized in that race. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. We set up properly for this? Yeah. Did anyone here bet on Sweden? The Zamboni was born in Paramount, California. The original one is on display there. Scoop, that's one of my dreams, bro. One of my all-time bucket list dreams is to drive the Zamboni. That's one of my dreams, bro. Or at least get a ride on one. I don't do the fantasy baseball thing, bro. There's 3 bets right now, all on the United States. So nobody's bet Sweden yet. I want to drive the Zam. Sheila in the house. Sheila up in here, up in here. Wow, those Chinese speed skaters, their helmets are badass. Got little dragons on them and shit. Scooper, could you race the The speed skaters, bro? Do you think you could hang with them? There's the Canadian team. Val's a big time Zamboni dreamer. I want to drive the Zamboni. I want to drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do. What's up, Theo Sam Eagle? Still been meaning to get on to old Battlefield. I know the new season started yesterday. I ain't got no time. Hell no, says Scoop. You couldn't keep up with him, bro? I could. I can't even stand on skates, but I could keep up with him. I could probably beat him. Because I would just take them all out. I'll put them in the wall. I will just put them all in the wall. Will you show 3D baseball? If they have it, I probably will. If they have it. If they have it. You guys are going to be stunned, y'all. I've been having so much fun creating these videos and features and stuff. I've been putting up making some pictures of Thor too, y'all. For real though, says Wiffle Lab. I don't play no fantasy baseball, bro. Adriana Fontana. 13 career Olympic medals, most all time by a short track skater. Look at these guys. Who's this? They got fancy face masks on their helmets. Team NL. The Canadians wear some glasses, some sunglass type things, some protection glasses. But that team there, they got like full on face shields. Aerodynamic. I was talking about the 3D baseball. Oh yeah, if they got it, I'll be using it. If they got it, I'll be using it, yo. Nothing has changed there. Nothing has changed there. But I do have to say that during the regular season, y'all, I'm going to stay on that little NASCAR jaunt that I'm on. So we might miss some Sunday games. We might miss some Sunday games during the regular season. Holy crap, Theo. So you and the missus are hobbled. That's no good, Theo. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Thomas Prince in the house. Max Coverage TV says USA, USA. What's up, buddy? Goose Sports in the house. Goose says he's checking in from Puerto Rico. I don't believe him. I don't believe him, chat. I don't believe Goose is in Puerto Rico. I believe he's in Louisiana. Let's go, Val. NASCAR treating you well again? No, not yet. It's gonna though. I'm coming, bro. I'm coming. It's about to. It's ridiculous how hobbled you guys are. That is bad. COO about to go for a little doctor's appointment here, just a checkup. I went out and about today. Went to try to get out of paying my property taxes. Fail. Fail. Yeah, I hope you get to feeling better, Theo. What you mean you're in Puerto Rico, Goose? All right, I want to transition between screens, y'all, because I'm really worried about this thing locking up. Cheer. All right, we're going right back. Heck yeah, man. Love to hear it. Max, you should see my setup for the Dodgers, bro. You should see my setup for the Dodgers. Wiffle Lab checking in from Deutschland. Wie geht's dir? Wie geht's dir? It is built. The Dodgers setup is built, y'all. It's all built. A to Z. A to Z. All new and improved. All new and improved, y'all. And the features are out of this world. Absolutely crazy shit. Trying to keep up with the Max coverage TVs, y'all. See, Max gets more views than I do because he's better looking than me and he's younger. A lot of people hate watching me because I'm an old guy. I picked Sweden to win this game. I'm fourth generation American of Swedish descent. I win either way, says Scoop. Wie heißt du? Good, good, good. Wo ist der Bahnhof? Eine Bier bitte. Tschüss. I love my time in the old Deutschland, y'all. Loved it over there. Loved it over there. But yeah, so we're all set up NASCAR wise for Atlanta on Sunday. Hopefully the weather stays away. But 2 days off, and I'm probably lined up to do like double headers for the next. Well, especially if the U.S. wins this game. If the U.S. wins this game, I'll probably be doing double headers through Sunday. Because we got the U of A tonight against BYU. And then we got the ladies tomorrow night or tomorrow morning in the final. And then we got the Lakers the following day, which is probably going to have the semifinals for men's hockey if we survive today. We'll be doing qualifying on the 21st before doing the U of A against Houston. And then Sunday NASCAR and Sunday night, maybe Lakers Celtics. But that's probably pretty likely actually that Lakers Celtics will get canceled because it's real close to the start of the NASCAR race. So that's the planio, y'all. That is the planio on the channel. Now we got to be getting real close to some hockey, y'all. If anyone sees it on their TV, let me know. You're not what? Bet Sweden 1,000. 2 days of dumping rain finally moved out of Southern California. Yeah, I think we're supposed to get it next. I saw like the LA River, they call it, that big aqueduct. I saw how full that was yesterday. That's crazy. That was crazy how full that was. All right, I'm going to go back a channel here. It looks like Korea won this race. I think this is it. This is the coverage for the Olympics on Peacock. So I think once this is over, they'll send it out for the hockey game. I'm from Wisconsin, but I speak fluent German. Das ist gut. Das ist gut. So those fancy face things by the NZ team didn't work.
It's died out in recent years, and oftentimes it's because of penalties, and it's really disheartening in the sport when you win a gold medal and then it gets taken away by an official.
So 27 in the house, y'all.
This was clear and obvious. Here we see him move up the inside by the Netherlands. A good step out by Team Korea, letting her go by.
That was the Netherlands that had the fancy masks.
That's Michelle Veldemore. As she's entering the corner, there's the incidental blade contact with Florence Brunel. You see the shoulders churning, but at a certain point, that's physics. You just can't hold it. Her face mask pops off. Now, that's new technology. Great coverage there by her teammate, Selma Poutsma. Oh my goodness, an incredible recovery there.
On my TV. It's on your TV cubes. The actual hockey stuff is starting because I'm still looking at speed skating. We're supposed to have rain tomorrow morning. We were having winds at 65. Cracked two of the windows. We had bad wind, last night before last. Bad winds. Bad winds, bad winds. Hicks hockey, very nice. Very nice. So Italy silver, Canada bronze, Korea the gold. We're at 15 after now. It says it's underway. I'm showing we are underway in the first period, chat. So let me go home here. Let me go home. We're missing it. I'm doing a horrible job. All right, here we go. Back over to the stat page. Our U.S. has the puck. They're going right to left. Michael tries a cross ice pass. Doesn't work. Inside by Matthews. The redirect doesn't work. Sweden clears it. Picked up by the goaltender for the United States. Oh, U.S. is on a power play, chat. U.S. is currently on the power play. Kachuk to Hughes. All right, cleared by the Swedes. 4 shots on goal already for the United States. 15:40 remaining in the first period. U.S. trying to break through the zone. Centering pass goes past Jack Hughes. That's Theo's guy for the United States. All right, another clear by the Swedes. Picked up by the U.S. goaltender. He drops it off to a defenseman. U.S. into the Swede zone. A shot by Kachuk. Misses on the slap shot. And another clear by the Swedes here. 28 seconds remaining on the power play. Jack Hughes shot misses. And puck cleared up into the crowd. So let me see what this power play was, y'all. Gustav Forsling, 2 minutes for slashing. 2 minutes for slashing, and that's what led to this U.S. power play. What's up, Russ the Hunter? Another shot gloved down by the Swedish goaltender. The U.S. team is a buzzing here in the first period. Not a lot of information on the ESPN page here. Not a lot of info there, y'all. I apologize, but that's what we got. That's what we got, y'all. I might go to the main for most of it. Let's do that as a matter of fact. I'll give you the times and all that shit. I turned over by the United States. Centering pass. Goes awry. Kempe. All right. U.S. clears the zone. Backhanded in as they go for a line change. 6 minutes into this bad boy. 13:55 remaining in the first period. Still scoreless. Swedes. The captain Landeskog drops it off out in front. It comes out of the zone. Here comes the U.S. 2-on-1. Near side corner. I come out to the point here, but the Swedes will break out of their own zone and dump it into the U.S. end, and they'll go for a line change. United States now quickly the other way. Cross ice. Picked up by the Swedes. Landeskog shot wide left. Right, top of the zone. Battling for the puck in that far corner. The Swedes come out with it behind the net. Centering pass. A save by the U.S. goaltender. All right, bad spot here. Cross. And a whiff on the shot. It's going to get cleared out of the zone. Picked up by the goaltender for Sweden. Near side here. I haven't called a hockey game in a bit. Dumped into the U.S. end, but the U.S. picks it up. Far boards. Sent in behind the goaltender there. Swedes coming out again. Two-line pass picked up by the U.S. goaltender who drops it to one of his defensemen. U.S. gets it out, and they pick it up. They dump in to the Swedish end. Sweden the other way. Back and forth they go. 11:57 clock running here in the first period. The puck is pinned behind the U.S. net. Fed back out to the point. A drive with a screen in front. Saved by the U.S. goaltender. Quickly out to center ice. And dumped back into the far corner there of the U.S. end. This side now on the boards. A drop pass to one of the defensemen. This is Hughes with the puck here. Cross ice pass in front of the benches. Battle for the puck. Dumped in to the Swedish end. Their goaltender picks it up. Backhands it to one of his defensemen. And the Swedes break out of the zone and into the U.S. end. A check there. Everything behind the U.S. goaltender here now. A battle for the puck. That guy looks really big compared to the U.S. player. Kicked out. Point this side. Far side. A shot in front. Doesn't find home. U.S. gets it out. Back to mid-ice here. Sweden with it. They cross the blue line. A shot. Gloved away by the U.S. goaltender. All right, U.S. having trouble getting it out of their own end here. So we approach the halfway minute of this period. Forsberg gets taken down by one of the U.S. defenders. U.S. comes away with it. And they exit their zone on a floater as they go for a line change. Sweden picks it up again. Quickly the other way. Dumped in near side corner here. Pulled out. Here come the U.S. A shot and a glove save. Glove save by the Sweden goaltender. I think we got a timeout, a TV timeout. TV timeout, y'all. 10:37 to go in the first period. Still scoreless between the United States and Sweden. A trip, y'all, to the semifinals on the line on Friday. What did this guy say? Like the main, Val's head is bigger. Let's beat these Swedish fools. What was that douchebag saying? And why is he still here? Summer Obe in the house. Yeah, the World Baseball Classic hat. The old WBC one. It's usually nap time right here, y'all. It's usually nappy time. Nappy time. Nappy time. So we don't even have any stats like shot on goal. We don't have shit. Anybody know a better website for like stats for this deal? Eh? Let me look at NHL.com or something. Probably not on here either.
Last night, plus rest, has played 5 shifts. The Swedes played last night to get to this game, and then
All right, we at least have a box score here. Let's try this. Let's try this, chat. Hold on in case we crash. Not that it matters. We got like 25 in it. Oh, Eichel tries a shot on goal, and it's gloved down again by the goalie for Sweden.
reactionary glove save, good concentration there.
All right, there is a box score here at least. All right, U.S. with it here. Less than 10 minutes to go in the first period. A cross ice pass. And another shot blocked by Carlson. Here comes Sweden exiting their own end, going left to right, wearing bright yellow. A shot on the U.S. goaltender, sticked away. And a big hit by McAvoy behind the net on one of the Sweden players. And we got a whistle. Offsides on the United States. Trevor Bogle in the house. What up, man? I found the NASCAR streams this weekend. Let's watch some hockey. What's up, Trevor? Doing good. Doing good, Keith. How you doing? 29 in the house, y'all. Share this out. Let's get a crew in here. Let's get a crowd. Let's get some peeps. What if I went up one more size here? That's what she said. Into Kempe here. Kempe brings it out near side corner. U.S. takes over the puck and clears it. And icing again on the United States. Icing again called on the United States with 8:58 to go. Vin call a lot of walk-offs involving Mota. Did Manny Mota pass away or something? Oh, the birthday of Manny Mota. Gotcha. Come on, U.S. All right, this doesn't show much either, y'all. Shots on goal 8-7 in favor of the United States. All right, U.S. clears the zone here with 8 minutes to go here in the first. Still scoreless. Waiting for real racing at Atlanta. There you go, buddy. I'm all ready for the Atlanta stream, bro. I'm all ready. I'll probably do a paint scheme preview video and an entry list video. All right, U.S. into the zone here. Near side corner. Brings it back out to the point before backhanding it back in and around the net. Swedes get to it. Try to dump it out. It's kept in, at least momentarily here. It's gloved down, so the U.S. player can't touch it until one of the Swedes does. And now Sweden has it near side corner, cross ice pass, dump out, and they exit their own zone into the U.S. end. The U.S. stops him there, though. Picks up the puck, dumps it here near side. The Swedes rifle it back in. A shot and a save. A save by Hellerbud. Look at that helmet on that U.S. goalie. That's sick. Theo putting up them Dodgers emojis. I'm here for the VST Swedish bikini team graphics. Yeah, they're coming right up. They're coming up at the half. As I mentioned, those 2 games earlier today, Canada damn near got knocked out of this tournament, as did the defending Olympic gold medalist, Finland. They were both had to win it in overtime, and they were both down by a goal late. Goal and assist in a fight. I got a preview of my number 5 Valvoline car, says Keith Inman. The one car is pretty sick. It's got Wendy's sponsorship on it. It's pretty sick. Yeah, Russia banned. Yeah, they're not part of this Olympics. Keep Schmidt in the house. I'm in a divided relationship today, he says. Without Russia, it ain't the Olympics, says Cambodia. I got something I want to say about that whole thing, Cambodia, but I'm not gonna. I think there's another country that shouldn't be in this one either. Here comes the U.S. breaking out. Drop pass by Nelson. Hughes off the post. side of it, though. What's Hughes wearing? Number 43? What a weird number. All right, U.S. has it behind their own goal. We're breaking out now. And a dump in again. Come to the near side. Quite the check there by one of the U.S. players on the Sweden player. It's kind of a lot of time with this puck in the air here, y'all. 5:51 to go in the first. The nerves, of course, will keep increasing. This is single elimination at this point. You lose, you're done. Comes all the way around and out of the zone. U.S. picks it up on their own defensive end. Send it back in behind the goaltender for Sweden. They try to pinch. It doesn't work. Here comes the Sweden breaking through center ice. A dump into the far corner there. They ping pong it back and forth. Back behind the net. Kempe. Back to the far corner again. Looks like they're on the power play, y'all, the way the U.S. players are standing around. Back to the point. A shot goes wide right. Deflected by a player in front. And here we go. U.S. break it out. All right, they go for a line change. Sweden with it in their own end. 4:31 clock running here in the first quarter. Shots on goal are 8-8. 8-8 are the shots on goal. Puck back in the U.S. end, far corner. Centering pass knocked away, offline. Comes to the near corner here. Some players fall down. All right, sent across here. U.S. with speed into the zone, near side. Send it around behind the goaltender. Backhanded back in that far corner. A scrum for the puck. Thompson comes out with it. Tried to get it out in front of the net. It's at the point here now, though. Hughes pinching here. Falls down, loses his edge. And it comes out of the Swedish end. U.S. has to escape as they would have been offsides. Here comes Sweden near side, past the blue line into the U.S. zone, sent around the net. Picked up by the U.S. goaltender, sent back this side. Jack Hughes quickly. Wearing number 86. Centering pass. A slap shot. Saved by Markstrom. U.S. pitches, keeps it in the zone. Back out to center ice. All right, Swede's got some room on that far side. A shot. It's going to go around to the near side here. Now it's center ice. And a backhand puts it in the far corner. Sweden breaking out quick out of their own end. Turned over, shot. Save. Hughes fires on goal. And Markstrom makes the save. Devil on devil crime. New Jersey Devil on devil crime. Teams I root for on quite the heater. I'm getting pumped up for World Baseball Classic. All right, we go to a commercial break, y'all, with 4:20 remaining in the first period. It's still scoreless between Sweden and the United States. I am absolutely getting my ass kicked here. This has been the name of the game as of late. Generation time like this is ready.
Kia. Movement that inspires. New Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. The original and shared vanilla. The Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners. It's unbelievably Pepsi. You're unbelievable. Try it. Prebiotic Cola. Coming up, our Intermission report brought to you by Pokemon as TJ Oshie.
Pokemon is sponsoring the Intermission report. Look at AI Valhalla with his World Baseball Classic shirt on. All right, we're going to try to go over, y'all. We're going to try to go over. Let's just stay here. Did you remember, 1980 Miracle on Ice? Only blemish was a tie versus Swedes. Every other contest we won. All right, we got a face-off here. It's won by Sweden. All right, U.S. breaking out. And an offsides. Oh, the net is off the pegs behind the U.S. goaltender. They don't use pegs in the NHL anymore, do they? Missed that story, says Obe. Did you see your guy Puka at the Indy 500? Oh, Snoop Dogg in the house. Guy Val looks like he is concentrating. That's what I put in as the input was show him concentrating on the TV. He looks like Mike Golick. No on the Indy 500. Yeah, he got to drive a car, bro. They let him drive actually a race car. Another face-off, this time in the Swedish end, won by the Swedes again. Cleared out to center ice. All right, Sweden gains the U.S. zone. A drop. A shot off the chest of the U.S. goaltender comes to the near side. The U.S. gets it out of that end, but the Swedes quickly pick it up at neutral ice. All right, less than 2 minutes to go here in the first period. Dumped into the near side corner by the U.S. Here we go. Here we go. Coming around near side on his backhand. Sends it across. Markkanen. Corner. A battle for the puck ensues. Comes out to the near point. Pinched in by the United States. Damn it. Hey, U.S. keeps it in. Sent to the far corner. A check. The Swedes come away with it. He's hiding behind his goaltender with less than a minute to go. All right, they bring it out. I think we're going to have icing on Sweden. Icing on Sweden with 33 seconds to go here in the first.
Nice position out on top of the main. Later had a chance to shoot that too. I had a great quarter from my angle. Shoots it through the screen, high plug. There was an opportunity, but he looked.
It's sent around. The Swedes exit their own end, dump it on the U.S. goaltender who sticks it away. Near side here. Time for one last rush, but the Swedes intercepted at center ice. Goes into the far corner. Kachuk out there with it. Swedes dump it in again, stick to side by the U.S. goaltender. Cross ice pass. And the first period has come to an end, y'all. 10 shots each. 10 shots on goal each for the United States and Sweden. Let's go to the main. We're 20 minutes into this bad boy, and we're scoreless. Again, the winners tournament is done. The winners tournament continues to the semifinals. The losers tournament is done. But let's bring out the Zamboni, y'all. I wish I had some Zamboni music, but it's copyrighted. It's copyrighted. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. Yeah, I did. I tried one time, Cambodia, and I got a copyright strike. Yeah, golf don't play. Too much cheese, never a good idea. Might make me a quick hot dog. Tigers hosting a tournament in Los Angeles. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm going to make a hot dog, and I'll be back for the second period. All right, chat. I'm back on the mic. Had me a little hot dog. Actually, a big one. It was one of them Costco ones. Delicioso. So I got a new trick for cooking hot dogs, y'all. I found it on the interwebs. Found it on the old interwebs, chat. Apparently, I've got the Zamboni sound going. But yeah. So what you do, y'all? What you do to make a quick hot dog? It works best with an all beef frank. You take a paper napkin, you soak it in water, and then you roll up your frank in it and put it in the nuker for 1 minute. 1 minute. And next thing you know, you got you a hot dog. Next thing you know, just throw it in the bun, put on it what you want. I did. It was good. Thor helped. Thor helped me a little bit. Thor helped me a bit. But yeah, if you got any hot dog eating talent, it shouldn't take more than a minute and a half to consume a hot dog. All it hit on it with a little ketchup. I didn't even put no Engelhofer on it. Ice Baby in the house. Ice Baby. We're down to 13 in the chat. I don't know what happened there. Did I just put a commercial in? But shit, I just dropped off the face of the earth. We don't get to see Ice Baby in here that often. Not all that often. But again, later tonight, y'all. Later tonight on the channel, University of Arizona Wildcats, who started out the season 23-0 and have lost their last two, try to get back to their winning ways. They take on BYU in men's college basketball action. Has to do with frozen burritos too. I don't enjoy eating food that takes longer to prepare than to eat. Says Obe. So you don't like fruits and vegetables either? Me neither, Obe. You wouldn't have time to enjoy the Engelhofer? The air fryer makes great hot dogs. It ain't faster than the nuker. I'm telling you, the nuker is a game changer. All you got to do is wet that napkin down, throw it in there. That's all you got to do. For me to prepare, says Obe. I thought I got you on a technicality. I got you. I thought I got you on the old technicality. Nope, didn't put the bun in there, just the hot dog. You just roll the hot dog up in a napkin. Just make sure the napkin's wet. Otherwise, the hot dog just explodes, y'all. It just blows up. California Shiners, best made in LA County. Nuke Lelouch. All right, 24 in the Casa, 1,100 views. Probably lost a couple subs. No, we picked up 3. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Nuke the bun for 8 seconds? See, now you're complicating shit. Now you're complicating it. Where's AI Valhalla? He does kind of look like Mike Golick. I assure you that was taken from a picture of me, but it does kind of look like Golick. Anywho. All right, here we go. Here we go. Start of the second period, chat. I'm nervous. Kenny Albert and Ed Olczyk is on the call for Peacock, NBC. I cannot unsee it, says O. It was literally made from a picture of me. All right, here we go. Start of the second period. Face off at center ice. 2026 Winter Olympics men's hockey quarterfinal action. Eichel loses the face-off. Face-offs are even, I think, or the U.S. has a 2 face-off advantage. Shots on goal, 10 apiece. Centering pass by Eichel goes all the way down to the U.S. end. Backhanded around the net by the goaltender. The Swedes pinch and keep it in the zone. Sent out to the point. Another shot blocked out in front by Raymond. Roberg shot. Another shot across. All right, good pressure by the Swedes here to start this second period. The U.S. has yet to be in their end. Dumped into the U.S. end again, and an icing called on Sweden. Don't I have a thing for icing? I thought I had icing. What's up, baby? Ignore these, y'all. Steelers will win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years. Just saying, says Russ the Hunter. All right, puck in the Swedish end. They're still trying to get out of there. They do finally. Near side, U.S. turns quickly. Back the other way with the Swedes. Pinging, ponging. Pinging and a ponging, ponging and a pinging. Another shot by Forsberg. Blocked out by one of the U.S. defensemen. Goes all the way to the other end. Now a slap shot around from the near side to the far side corner. Sweden still with the puck. The centering pass intercepted by Kinsel, who dumps it in for a line change, I believe. Quick outlet by the Swedes. Takes it to center ice. Near side. Into the corner. Backhanded by one of the United States players. And here we go. Counterattack. Shot blocked from the side of the net. Comes out to the point and out of the zone. U.S. defense retreats, sends it in. It'll be offsides if they touch it first, I think. All right, point. Near point. Cross. Shot. One-timer saved by Thompson. Whatever his name is. Oh, let me get this back on the right screen here. Drip Show in the house. Hey, Drip, I got the magic print today, man. Appreciate it. I got the magic bird print today, man. Too cool. I'll show it off at the Laker stream in a couple days. All right, 17:25, clock running, second period. The pressure mounts. It's only going to get worse if none of these teams score. And a whistle. I think it's going to be offsides on USA. They're showing Hughes' shot on goal here just a few seconds ago. Just couldn't get the puck up high enough. And Larkin makes a save with his shoulder, his right shoulder. All right, U.S. sends it down to the other end. It'll be icing on the United States. 17:11 to go here. Let's go park on the stat page for a bit. We did have a cabbage roast pork salad tonight for dinner, says Cambodia. All right, hold on, y'all. If I drop, I ain't coming back. All right, U.S. breaking out of the zone. They turn it over at the Sweden blue line. Sent in near side here. U.S. goaltender out to stop the puck. Hands it off to a defenseman. U.S. out of the zone. Oh, bad pass. Sweden pinches and a shot on goal. Saved. Stick to side by Halbach. Come on, man. Hit these fools. Swedes look a lot bigger than the United States players, y'all. They still have it in the U.S. end. U.S. trying to break out near side. Put up high off the glass. Into the Swedish end. They're bringing it out. Right behind the net. Quick centering attempt. Blocked by the U.S. defense. Swedes still with the puck on the far corner there. Tried to draw a penalty. Didn't work. Near point for the Swedes. Back behind the net. Landeskog. What a save. What a save. Wide open net. Now a turnover in the U.S. end. We're getting outplayed in the second period, y'all. All right, U.S. with a near side, dumps it in, I believe, for a line change. All right, Hughes and McAvoy to the U.S. bench. All right, loose puck, center ice. Swedes come away with it quickly. USN dumped in on the goaltender, who sticks it aside. Far side in front of the Sweden bench. U.S. with the puck. All right, they come away with it. Lost it at the blue line. Sent back to the U.S. defense, who dumps it in far side to the near side and all the way out of the zone. Come on, man. Kerensky into the zone for the U.S. Back to the point, far side, shot. Probert takes all that puck, blocks it. Another shot on goal comes out, blocked by one of the defensemen for Sweden. And a dump into the U.S. end as Sweden goes for a line change. Here comes the U.S. Shots now 14-13 in favor of Sweden with 13:52 to go in this second period. Sweden trying to exit their own end. They get it to the red line. Arm up, offsides on the Swedes. You should grow a Magnum PI stash. That would be epic. Swedes are badasses, says Schmidt. I'm getting ads in my chat now, says Cambodia. All right, again, the ladies play for gold, chat. The ladies play for gold. That will be, I believe, tomorrow, right? Yep, U.S. will play for gold tomorrow, chat. There's somebody in there right now, probably stealing tags and whatnot. But it'll be United States versus Canada. The ladies tomorrow. The gold medal on the line. I was going to tell you what time it started, but like I said, there's somebody in there and that blocks the time of the start. It blocks the old start time, chat. Think he'd look better with a Ryan Blaney stash as CeeLo. Yeah, 10. I think it's 11 my time tomorrow. Yeah, 11 o'clock my time. Hillary Knight versus Marie-Philippe Poulon. Come on, U.S. Oh, come on, U.S. with it. Cross-ice pass. Side of the net. Sweden banks it out. Far side. Goes all the way past into the U.S. zone. Retrieved by one of the U.S. defensemen who sends it near side. And pinched in by the Swedes. Near side corner. The battle for the puck. Behind the net now. Centering pass. Wow. Missed wide left. Had him dead to rights. 13 minutes to go, second period. Shots on goal even at 14 apiece. U.S. comes out with it. And they round back into their own end. Jack Hughes with it. Cross ice pass. Center ice. Far side. Dropped in. On goal. Kick behind the goaltender. Picked up by Sweden. Now near side. They exit their own end. Send it all the way down. Chased down by a U.S. defender. Backhands it to one of his forwards. Here we go. The U.S. exits their own end. And a dump in. Puck ends up on the far side. Sweden wins the battle for that puck. And here we go. U.S. their own end again. Dumped into the blue line. They enter the zone, the Sweden zone. All right, around. Come on, Kachuk. Get angry. Get pissed. Centered. Glove down by the Sweden goalie. And there'll be a face-off in their end. There will be a face-off in the Sweden end. First to score is essential. Well, both of those games that I watched earlier, portions of, the team that was the underdog scored with less than like 4 minutes to go. And both games, the favorite, whether it was Finland or Canada, came back and tied it to send it into overtime and then won it in overtime. So crazy today. Crazy today how these games have worked out. So the underdog hasn't been victorious yet. All right, U.S. with it. Oh! Save. Nobody hit it. Shoot it. McAvoy misses wide left. And the Swedes come out on the counterattack. 3-on-2. And offsides. Offsides. And we got a little meeting along the boards here. Some animosity between the two teams. Kachucks are donkeys but effective, says Scooper. I know. I wish they were on the Kings. I wish they played for the Kings, bro. They remind me of Tiger Williams back in the day. Come on, Sweden, says XYZ. 51 in the house. 51 in the house here. U.S. with it in their own end. Breakout. Dumped in near side in the Sweden zone. Again, the U.S. is going right to left this period. The U.S. is going left to right. The Swedes right to left. U.S. picks up the puck in their own end, sends it back to one of the defensemen on this near side, and it's dumped into the Sweden end, picked up by their goaltender who stops it, picked up by one of the defensemen, sent out near side, and they are out of the zone. Here we go, another little play here. Larkin went right by the U.S. goaltender, lost his edge, went down, and the U.S. is busted out near side here, trying to. Swedes pinch in to try to keep it in. A centering attempt is blocked, and it comes out of their end to center ice. I had a drop off right side, shot, and it bounces wide on the U.S. goaltender. Another slap shot. And this is gloved by the U.S. goaltender. So a face-off in the U.S. end. Face-off in the U.S. end, chat. Shots on goal now, 16-14. U.S. did have a penalty play. They had the penalty called on Sweden early in this game, but since then, no penalties. Just like Daddy was. Exactly. Don't mess with those mad Vikings. Almost as tough as Canada. What's up, Thomas Prince? What's up, dude? U.S. Shoot it! Save! All right, U.S. pinches try to keep it in, but they don't. You're way off sides, fools. All right, here we go. U.S. with it near side. Tried to get it behind the net there. It comes out with the Swedes. Tapped in, offsides called on the United States this time. And Kachuk heads to the bench. All right, so we got 9:34. We're more than halfway through the second period. Still scoreless between Sweden and the United States. Still scoreless, y'all. If you're new, y'all, please hit the sub. Give the video a like. Give the video a like. I'm going to go back to the main here for a bit. Hopefully we don't drop. I don't know what we're listening to here on this commercial. Yourdomain.dance. Sweden historically has had their way with Team USA more often than not. Truth. What the hell is this, y'all? Pepsi prebiotic cola. What does that even mean? What does prebiotic mean? My camera pans to Austin Matthews, the captain of Team USA. Plays for them. Plays for Carmen's Toronto team up there in the north. in the Great White North. You're way off sides, fools. All right, come on, Matthews. Come on, man. Let's get some goals here. Yeah, probiotic. What the hell does that mean? All right, U.S. with the puck at neutral ice. They slap it in around to this near side. Battle ensues in the corner here. A lot of sticking and elbowing. Still there. Comes out to the point. Hughes with it. A shot. Saved. Loose puck and a save. Best chance of the game for the U.S. right there. Best chance thus far with 9:02 to go in the second period. I don't know if it was biotic or pro, whatever. Good bacteria for gut health. Ah. Well, Pepsi has a cola. That's apparently that. Yeah! U.S. scores, baby! Let's go! The U.S. strikes first, baby! 1-0 United States. Let's go! Once that goal posts, I will drop it in the chat. It was Hughes, Jack Hughes from Q Hughes. And the U.S. has the 1-0 lead, baby. Let go! So Larkin from Hughes and Hughes. It was Larkin that tapped it in. I'm going to drop this goal in the chat, y'all. I don't know if this will work. I'm going to try it. It was actually Larkin that tapped it in. Hughes and Hughes got the assist. All right, U.S. fires it in again here. And with this 1-goal lead, they got it behind the net here. So Larkin from the Red Wings. Oh, another save by Sweden. All right, Sweden breaking out. Near side into the U.S. end. A backhander goes on net. Knocked behind the goaltender there. Near side corner now. U.S. trying to break out. They get it to neutral ice. And they'll go for a line change. It goes all the way to the Sweden goaltender. All right, the Kachucks are out there, boys. Look out. The Kachuk boys are out there, chat. Hughes played his junior years in Canada. I can see why he scored, says Thomas Prince. All right, U.S. with it, far side, point. Blocked by one of the Swedes. The U.S. gets the puck, recorrals it at mid-ice, sends it back into their own end. Near side corner. Kachuk to the net. Saved by Markstrom. And we got some pushing and a shoving. Shoving and a pushing. Gloving to the mugging. The syndrome line. What's up, Laffy? Dog catcher in the house, yo. Hide your dogs. The dog catcher is up in here, up in here. Oh, did we get a penalty here? Nope. 6:56 to go, chat, in this second period. And another save on a slap shot from the blue line. So in this game, man, there are at least 9 NHLers. Matthews, they didn't keep it up long, but Matthews from Toronto, the biggest name. All right, blocked by the forward here by Sweden, and they break out 3-on-2. Kempe falls down after being checked by a U.S. player in front of their bench. Comes around to the near side and out to neutral ice. Sweden with the puck sends it into their defensive pairing. Now the U.S. defensive pairing has it on our side. Nice little figure eight there by Hughes. The U.S. gains the zone, but the Swedes take it away, and they're headed downtown to their end. Come on, U.S. Let's get another one. 6 minutes to go in the second period, chat. Slapped in. Picked up by the Swedes. They get it out quickly into the U.S. zone. Far side, the battle for the puck. They cycle it around near side. Tried to send it back to the other side again, and the U.S. comes out with it. Front of the benches. All right, a shot on net from their own end. Sticked away by the U.S. goaltender. Shots now 22-18 in favor of Team USA. Pinched in by the United States. Out to the point on the far side there. Inside here. Side of the net. Swedes come away with it. Near side. Picked up by the U.S. again on an intercept of a pass. Quickly the other way. Shot. Save. Glove save. Face off in the Sweden end. Face off in the Swedish end. Let's go USA, says DC. All right, so they go to a commercial with 4:50 to go in the second period. USA now with that 1-0 lead. USA with the 1-0 lead. Again, the goal was Dylan Larkin with assists from Jack Hughes and Q Hughes. That was at 11:03 of the second period. Yeah, there was 50 in the chat for a bit, y'all. I appreciate it. Hit the sub. Get a video a like. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Again, I will be here tomorrow morning for the ladies' gold medal game against Canada. I will be here. Just got to change over the setup and we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. So quickly approaching the second intermission here, chat. I can't make a good Scrabble word from those letters. Hughes dudes. All right, they're showing the U.S. goal here. They're showing the U.S. goal here. We're about to get back to it. All right, U.S. pinches. Swedes come away with it, though. U.S. back into their own end. Neutral ice. U.S. with it. All right, puck's going to go out of play, up and out of play. Kachuk and one of the Swedes are kind of at it in front of the benches there.
States now 1-8 in the second period, outscoring their opponents 9-1.
U.S. is +8 in the tournament in the second period. +8 in the second, +4 in the third. They lose this face-off at center ice. It's picked up, though, by their defensive pairing. Maybe they won it. I don't know. All right, into the zone. One of the Sweden players falls down at the blue line. Near side. Check here in front of the penalty box. Forsberg now far side near the blue line. A turnover. And the U.S. breaks out. Far side. Jack Hughes puts on the brakes, tries to feather it. It's picked off. He holds it in, though. Sweden will try to cycle it around. He gets stuck behind the goaltender. Now up and into neutral ice. Back tapped. The Swedes dump it in, tried to stay on sides. Apparently they did. U.S. trying to break out with the puck. Tap back in by the Swedes. Rasmus Alin. I don't know all the names, y'all. I don't watch it enough. All right, near side corner, U.S. with it in their own end. Send it back around to this side. It's going to go into the Sweden zone. Intercepted. Point. Shot in front. Loose. Picked up by the Swedes. Kempe now has his pocket picked by one of the U.S. players. And they'll try to cycle it out of their own end. Nice pass. Penalty. Penalty called on the ice, yo. U.S. going to go on the power play. So slashing is the call. So the U.S. goes on the power play, their second power play of the night. Just the letter Q is a legit Scrabble word? All right, here we go. U.S. shot. Goes wide, missed the net to the left there. U.S. keeps it in. All right, Swedes take it over and ice it. They can do that because we on the power play. U.S. is 0 for 1 today on the power play. There's 140 remaining. Eichel into the zone. Turned over, sent out. Sent out all the way down to the U.S. goaltender who drops it off. And here we go. Let's get something set up this time. Far side, tap, corner. Battle for the puck. Comes out to the point on the far side. Eichel. Back to the near side point. Quinn Hughes. Matthews. Side of the net. Centering pass goes all the way through. Far side boards. In front. Tapped. Knocked away. Another shot in front. Goaltender dives. And he will cover up. There'll be a face-off in their end with 45 seconds remaining on the power play. .45 seconds remaining on the United States power play. .46 in the house, y'all. Appreciate it. U.S. wins the face-off. Far point, near point. Werenski tried to dump it. It got deflected. Comes back out. 34 remaining on this power play. Inside, stopped. Shuffled behind the net. U.S. still with it. Stolen, though, by one of the Swedes and sent out to neutral ice. 1 minute to go in the period. 19 seconds to go in the penalty. U.S. with the puck at neutral ice. They take the zone. Hughes around the net. Near side. Still with it. Still with it. Centers it. Cross ice. Nobody home. All right, power play is over. 26 seconds remaining in the period. Swedes with the puck. They dump it in. 5 shots on that power play for the United States, but none of them connected. U.S. with it with 13 seconds to go. A check results in a turnover. They'll send it along the boards in front of the Swedish bench. All right, and this period is going to end. This period is going to end, chat, with the U.S. with the 1-goal lead. U.S. with the 1-goal lead. A goal at 11:03 of the second period. Dylan Larkin on assist from Jack Hughes and Quentin Hughes. And there's 20 minutes of hockey remaining in this U.S. Olympic quarterfinal action. Got to get back to work. Enjoy the game. All right, Scoop. All right, buddy. I want to drive the Zamboni. I'll be right back, chat. I'll tell you what, Chet, I have the prettiest thumbnail of them all. I win the thumbnail wars. What's up, Everett? All right, 8 subscribers away from 31.5 again, chat. 8 away from 31.5. Hate the thumbnails where the host superimposes their face on a famous person's character. I might do that next. I truly am having the most fun with that AI stuff, man, with that chat GPT image generator and stuff. I'm having so much fun and I'm learning so much every day. Every day I learn more. Looked into last week. I looked into an AI class, a certificate program for AI to learn like the commands and stuff. And I'm telling you, that Dodger set is set up as next level, y'all. It is next freaking level. My NASCAR one is pretty sick too. It's coming along nicely. Let's park the Zamboni. Let's turn off that music. So again, this is the first of a doubleheader on the channel tonight. Later tonight, y'all, I'll be doing University of Arizona men's college basketball against Brigham Young University. So that's the planio. If the U.S. wins this game, I think it's double headers the rest of the way this week after 2 days off. I think it'll be double headers the rest of the way. Cause we got the ladies hockey game tomorrow, so there's nothing else scheduled tomorrow other than that yet. And then we've got a Lakers Clippers on, what would that be? Forgot what day today is. Lakers Clippers on the 20th. And then I'm going to do qualifying for NASCAR on the 21st. And then U of A plays Houston. And then Cup action, NASCAR Auto Trader 400 at 1 o'clock on Sunday. And if permitted, if time permits, which I doubt, Lakers versus Celtics. But we'll see. So it's supposed to be busy the rest of this weekend. If the U.S. advances here, they'll play on Friday in the semifinal game. And then Sunday morning would be the gold medal game if we keep advancing. So it could be a doubleheader on Sunday as well. Could be a triple header, I suppose. Could be a triple header. BYU is my March dark horse sleeper. Today is the first day of the year of the horse. When was that eclipse thing was supposed to happen? Was that last night or the night before? Whenever it was, I missed it. Whenever it was, I missed it. Probiotic Pepsi is 3D printed. Ah, well, fuck it. We're going to be in a world war by Friday, so. Friday or Saturday, we'll probably be in a full on world war. Last one was 1966. Anywho, we're getting ready for the start of the third period, chat. Start of the third period just around the corner. Come on, USA. Shout out to the 36 in the chat. Yeah, I don't know how all that shit works. I don't know how all the year of the whatever works. I don't know how that works. I just know like the planets were supposed to be aligned or something, right? All the planets.
U.S. trying to get with that.
And they're showing the highlights from the second period. Shots on goal now are 30-19 in favor of the U.S. How many animals are involved in that lunar stuff? I have no idea. None. Zero. Nada. So face-off wins now are 21-12 in favor of the United States. They are, however, 0 for 2 on their power play.
Look like it level of intensity to your game. You score the icebreaker here in the second period. How different does this game feel like for you to play in?
Well, it's do or die, so it's a big game.
They're interviewing Larkin now on the telecast, who scored the goal for the United States. There's 12 animals. What are the 12 animals? Horse, isn't dragon one of them? What's the lamest animal on the chart? I think there was a rat. I think rat was one of them. Year of the dingo. Is the kangaroo in there? All right, if the USA wins, they'll play Slovakia, and then Canada would play Finland. So we'll play Slovakia next, who gave the Canadians all they wanted today. My dad's a dragon. Year of the platypus. All right, so last commercial before the start of the third period, y'all. The year of the manatee. I'm a tiger. Let me AI this shit. What am I? I don't know.
So you focus on what's important, helping millions of people find the next big opportunity.
I really want to be a part of winning gold. I want to win. It's time to climb the mountain to the top. And I want you to find happiness in who you are because you are the gold. Family is not just because you hit it, but always be proud of the kid. When the program ends, I want us to get smiling.
Apparently, I'm a monkey. I'm a monkey. I'm optimistic, funny, and I come up with many unique ideas. I'm a good problem solver. The monkey is prominent and popular figure in Chinese culture believed to symbolize luck, honor, and wealth. Well, fuck. I didn't get that last one. I'm an earth monkey. Thoughtful and strategic individuals. What's up, Mick? I don't really want to say that. Does it say monkeys are bad at math? It does not. It doesn't say this. This is just Google, y'all. Who are monkeys compatible with? Most compatible with the rat and the dragon. The snake is my secret friend. I tend to clash with the tiger and the pig.
Bucala is a once monthly iron injection for uncontrolled CO and
What about my lucky colors? Violet, royal blue, Dodger blue, baby. White, gold. I'm supposed to avoid red, black, and gray. What's my weakness? They'll be discouraged if they can get into anything. If they can't, they'll be discouraged if they can get into anything right away. People under the monkey zodiac can be jealous, suspicious, cunning, self centered, arrogant, and they tend to look down on others. I do. I do. What should monkeys avoid for good fortune? 2 and 7. The numbers 2 and 7, red and pink, and southeast. Anywho, I'm weighing fire horse. This is Thomas Prince. Oh, I don't have a 0 up there. Did I type something in? Oh, we're underway. We're underway, y'all. All right, I ain't transition through these screens in a while, so I hope it don't lock up. Hold on, everybody. If it drops, I'll see you later tonight. Ooh, it almost dropped. All right, Sweden going left to right. The U.S. right to left. They've got the puck in the U.S. end. Come on, let's get another goal so I don't have to stress. Are we get it out of their end or our end? Take it into their end, near side. Dumped in the corner, near side, all the way to the other side. Backhanded, back over here. Give it up. Puck still on this side. Hughes with a shot. It's loose in front. And it's covered up by the Sweden goaltender. Face off in their end. Face off in their end. Do you like the Sweden jerseys? I do not. They did a horoscope study at ASU years ago, gave students their sign, and it attributes, asked to rate how close there was on a scale. The students averaged giving out a 9. Only to be told that each student was given the exact same horoscope. See, Richard Dominguez, welcome to the Berserkers, General Thoroughly Proud. Face off won by the United States. Shoot it! Blocked. All the way to the U.S. end. No icing called. U.S. gets there first, though. We got a broken stick in the neutral zone. Here we go. Swedes with a chance. The U.S. gets in their way. All right, a whistle and an offsides called on Sweden. Horoscopes are about generational things that we'll all feel we have somewhere inside of us. I think we win the face-off here. U.S. with it in their own end. Quickly transition to the other end. Sweden's goaltender tried to clear it down the left side there, and it went up and into the Sweden bench. So another face-off. This guy's name is Bratt. B-R-A-T-T for Sweden. Shots on goal now, 31-19 with 18-18 remaining in the third period. All right, Sweden wins that face-off. They get it out to neutral and dump it in on the goaltender, who sticks it to the side to a cutting defenseman. Now a turnover in our end. Behind the goal, puck on the near side. The battle for it along the boards here. A point shot by Larson, chested down by the U.S. goaltender. The U.S. gets it back out to neutral ice. Okay, Swedes with it now behind their own goaltender. And they break out into the U.S. end. One of the Swedes falls down. And we're going to have a penalty called on the United States. Sweden's going to get their first power play. Sweden will go on their first power play. Trocheck. I didn't see what the call was yet. Tripping. It's going to be tripping on Trocheck. So they could tie this bad boy. A face-off to the right of the U.S. netminder. They lose the face-off, but a whistle. And they'll redo it. They'll redo it, y'all. All right, we lose the face-off that time. Sweden with it on the point. Send it to the side, near side now. Send it up the boards behind the U.S. net. Back out to the far point. Nylander dumps it. Eriksson X, side of the goal. Back to Nylander, far side boards. Slap shot. Blocked out front and cleared by the United States. The U.S. is 100% penalty killing in the tournament. I shouldn't have said that. Jinx, jinx, jinx. A little tap there. And the U.S. clears it out of the zone again with 1:05 to go on the Sweden power play. Explain icing to me. 2 lines. No, icing is if it passed 2 lines without being touched. Offsides is if you enter the zone before the puck. All right, near side for Sweden. A check by the U.S. Back out to the near point. Cross pass to the far point in the U.S. end. Carlson with it. Tap pass near side. They tried to send it back across. The U.S. team blocks it. They try to clear it. It comes out of the zone. 18 seconds remaining on the Sweden power play. A dump in to the far corner. Back to the far point. Cross ice and knocked up and out of play by Faber. So a face-off to the right of the U.S. goaltender. 7 seconds remaining on the power play. That is the 2. It's gone in the NHL, I believe. Oh, but I think it's still in international play. I still want cakes as ever. All right, drop back here, near point. Shot in front, rattles around, doesn't find home. Penalty killed. So they got 1 shot on goal. Stolen by the United States. Shot wide right. Near side corner, battling for the puck. All right, Sweden comes out with it, lofts it high in the air into the U.S. zone. Picked up by Hughes. All right, let's go to that secondary page. All right, U.S. still with it. Neutral ice. Matthews dumps it in near side. Goes all the way around. Back to this side now. Behind the net. Sent out to the far point. Shot. Wide. Shot again. He looks behind him. A save by the Sweden goaltender. He thought it was past him. He saved it in the 5-hole between his legs. Markstrom. So another face-off in the Sweden end. He thought he was beat, y'all. Yep, it hit his left leg after it went through the 5-hole. Yellow cake with chocolate icing. Chocolate frosting on yellow cake, bro. It's the best cake. All right, cross, far side. Hughes. Lost it. Here comes Sweden. Near side here. Shot. Went through the crease. Now out of the zone. They got to regroup. All right, far side corner. U.S. first on it. Near side here. Sent out of the U.S. end. Sweden now with it. Neutral ice. The side. Got to check that fool. You got to hit the shit out of him when he goes by you like that. Near side. All right, U.S. gets it all the way. It's going to be icing on the United States. Icing on the United States. Blue colored frosting. Blue frosting, y'all. I would put yellow cake at number 2, no shame. Yellow's one, bro. Yellow with chocolate. That's it. It's over. It's game over. You guys can be bougie if you want, but that is the all-time GOAT, the Hall of Fame. They built a statue. Oh, saved by the U.S. goaltender there. Swedes just coming at him. One of them might be hurt in the corner there. Friendly fire incident. Erickson down. Now he's up. Buttercake. Anthony Rizzo in the house. All right, the Hughes parents are up in there. There's Christian McCaffrey and the 49er boys. Carrot cake, cream cheese. Simone Biles and her hubby in the house. All right, chat. We got 13-16 remaining in the third period. A ticket to the semifinals on the line here in the 2026 Men's Olympic Hockey Tournament. Rizzo is going to go work for NBA Sports, NBC Sports.
No markings first. Olympic gold. It's a big one. United States hold a 1-0 lead. 13-16.
And 1-0 lead. Hard to the Izzo. 51 in the house. Appreciate it, y'all. Hit that sub, give the video a like. I'll be live tomorrow morning for the ladies' gold medal game against Canada. Airside Carlson has his pocket picked. Here come the U.S. Miller. Raymond the other way. Quite the pop by one of the U.S. players on this Raymond guy. Uh-oh. Whoo, Raymond has it picked off his stick just before he got it on goal there. U.S. clears it into their end. A line change occurring for the United States. A dump in by the Swedes on goal. Sticked away. U.S. comes out of their own end. Swedes, though, pick it off at mid-ice. Someone lost their stick. Nylander. Slap shot. Blocked out front by somebody. Near side point. Centering pass. Whiffed on the hit. Still with the puck, though. Good shift here for Sweden. They finally get it out to mid-ice. Line change occurs there. I dump out. USA, USA, the chant in Italy. Shot blocked and out of the zone finally. We need a big hit. We need a big hit. Something to get him hyped. All right, far side corner in their end. Sent out to the point. This side. Shot. Stick to side. Far side now. Hughes, Quinn Hughes. Near side. Jack Hughes walks in. Centering pass. Corralled here, near side. Cross ice point. Middle. Shot on goal, blocked by the defense. Here come the Swedes. And they'll dump it in for a line change. We're approaching the halfway mark of the third period. Gloved in by the Swedes. Sticked out by the United States. Swedes going the other way. Another intercepted pass by Quinn Hughes. I like that guy. Dumped in far corner behind the net here. On the Sweden end, we're at the halfway mark of the third period. Near side. Shot on goal, sticked away, or patted away. And we'll send it all the way down to the other end. Come on, US. One more goal. Let's get a goal and just cruise in on this sumbitch. Here we go. Matthews. Sweden coming the other way. Nice pass. Shot. Wide. US quickly the other way. Counterattack. Nice centering pass. And couldn't put it on net. Far side now. Put on net all the way around near side here. Sanderson, center in the muck, and gloved down by the goalie for Sweden. Face off in their end. Wide right. I'm calling 3-0 USA. Crew to be kind. And we go to a commercial break, y'all. Commercial break with 8:58 remaining in the third period. Sweden 0, United States 1. And Ted is playing hockey. The teddy bear. Ted the teddy bear playing hockey. All right, here we go. We're going back to the main. Hold on. If we crash, I won't be back. I've got those transition now loaded to the RAM so that it's supposed to be smoother, but at times it gets very scary. It gets very scary, y'all. Shots on goal now, 33-25. So Sweden can make coming back a little bit in that statistical department. The only goal of the game, that goal in the second period by Larkin. I don't know the lyrics either. Cruel to be kind. in the right measure. It's a very good time. 7.
On the golf course.
Rule to be kind is the right measure. All right, face off to the right of the Sweden goaltender, won by the Swedes. And they're coming out mid ice, far side. Saved by the U.S. goaltender on the slap shot. Ooh, he almost punched him in the mouth. Comes out to neutral ice. The Tkachuk boys are out there. The Tkachuk boys are out there, y'all. Put in your mouth guards. All right, behind the U.S. goal. U.S. comes out with it, at least for now. Here we go. Neutral ice. Quentin Hughes dumps it in. Picked off by the Swedes. Robert behind the net. Picked up by Matthews of the U.S. Neutral ice now. 8 minutes to go. Oh, nice center. Give it to him. Miss on the tried to stick it in as he went by the net there. Ends up on the near side. Corner. Swedes with it. Best thing to come out of Sweden? Hot chocolate. Swiss Miss. Oh, and those little pocket knives. The little pocket knives. Top 5 things to come out of Sweden, chat. Let's go. Oh, giveaway in the U.S. end. That was scary as shit. U.S. gets it out, though. Almost a huge turnover. A line change for the United States. Near side. Middle ice. Lots of people running, chasing. We get it. We got there first. Send it around to them, though. Didn't make much sense. All right, tapped in by Saunderson. I know that because I read his big name on the back of his jersey. Check in the corner there. Swedes come out with it, though. Far side, Forsberg. Sticked aside by the U.S. goaltender into that far corner. And it comes out. Comes out to neutral ice. 6:30 to go. All right, both teams change lines. Bam! Oh, you got to pop that dude. You got to absolutely obliterate him right there. Either coming out are the Swedes. U.S. defense is not today, son. It's pinned up, though, on the boards on the far side there in the U.S. end. Now near side. Back behind the net. All right, we finally get it out of the zone. Brady Tkachuk here, near side. Cuts to the net. Ooh, right through the crease. Nobody home. Nobody home. Now in the U.S. end. A race for the puck in the corner. Erickson checks old dude. U.S. gets it out to mid-ice, though, before it's snatched down by the Swedes. Swiss cheese, Spotify Sweden, Swedish bikini team, the Swedish chef, Swedish meatballs, Swedish thing over. And we never did it. I never got to read it. I'm telling you, the Swiss Army knife, y'all. Tough to beat that one. Tough to beat the Swiss Army knife. I love Swedish meatballs. ABBA came from Sweden. I like me some ABBA. Near side by the Swedes. Centered. Far side. Quit letting him just skate in there, fool. And covered up by the U.S. goaltender. There's a big pile of humanity right there. Nobody said Swedish fish. Medicines, vaccines, biotech products. AstraZeneca. Oh. 2006 in Torino, I think we might have lost these guys. Mike Madonna was on that team. But the Swedes won it 2-1. That was the preliminary round in 06. IKEA furniture. Swiss is from Switzerland, not Sweden. Look at Cambodia. Look at Cambodia. No,
Slovakia won their games earlier today. Canada and Finland both in overtime, both didn't come from behind fans into the final moments. Depending on the winner of this one, they will reseed. If the United States hangs on, they will face Slovakia.
The U.S. would play Slovakia if they win this round in the semis. 5:22 to go, Chad. A 1-goal lead for the United States.
More straight ahead hockey here.
My name is Inga. I'm from Sweden. Greta Thunberg. Face off to the right of the U.S. goaltender, won by the U.S. I don't know if that guy that just got checked into the corner would believe that, but yeah, we won the draw.
Working for Swedish television. Ball. TV with the King. Last time Sweden won gold, 2006.
Face off won by the Swedes. And it's knocked out of the zone there to center ice. The race is on. And it looks like Sweden down the backstretch. Eriksson. All right, Sweden trying to get it out of their own end. 4:54 to go in the third period. Into the U.S. end, near side. U.S. breaks out with it. Let's go, boys. Dump in to the near corner here. Scrum for the puck. Goes around to the far side, tapped in by the U.S. Near side now. Sweden trying to break out. Ooh, nice check. Nice check. Turnover. Turnover. Another race to the puck. The goaltender has it. You should be able to hit the goalie when he's out there like that, y'all. You should be able to check the shit out of his ass when he's out behind the net. That should be a rule. I propose a rule. Mid-ice here. Sweden with it. Behind the net. Goaltender got it. Ours. Send it over to the far side. We're still trying to get out of there. We're out. We're out. A backhanded tap in. Far corner. Far corner there. Schnitzel. Back this way. Sweden. Oh, he's got room. Hit that fool. Shot. Knocked up and away by the U.S. goaltender to the far side. Wenberg and Matthews going at it. Point. Near point. Tap down on the shot there. Kind of dumb. Here we go. The race. Another race this side. Miller. Thrown down. No call. No call behind the net. 3 minutes to go, chat. See you. Vanajan. The side. In the USN. The battle for the puck. All right. We get it out of there. Eichel gets it out. Near side. Swedes get it back, though. All right, cuts to the center. Ice Ice Baby drops a 20. What are you doing, bro? Thank you. Off the post by Sweden. Ice, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for the $20 Valhalla Holla. You may be victorious as Ice Ice Baby. 2:10 remaining. Tapped in by Sweden. Hughes gets it. Quinn type gets it out of our end. Gets it out of our end. Shelby Minnick in the house. Been a member for 42 months. What's up, Shelby? All right, Sweden with it now. 150 to go. They're coming out. Nylander near side. Feathers it into the far side. Markstrom coming out of his goal. Extra skater on the ice for Sweden. Shot! Score! They score, and we're tied at 1.
Bye.
Damn it!
Do we go to overtime?
Sudden death.
I love you.
Damn it! So all 3 games today were like this, chat, where the underdog came back and tied it late. Damn it! Gut punch. Gut punch, y'all.
Going up to this last 20 minutes. You can feel here at ice level, they get the huge goal to tie it up.
Damn it. Thank you, Ice, for the $20 Valhalla Holla. Get. So it was Raymond with the assist from Landeskog at 18:29 of the third period. I feel physically ill. Eichel wins the draw. Shot on the side of the net by the U.S. Out in front. We don't get it.
And so that 3 overtime. They've already seen overtime games today.
U.S. gets it in their end. There's 46 seconds to go. Kachuk. Shot goes wide right, out of play. So 41 seconds to go. If we remain tied after the third period, chat, we'll go to a 10-minute sudden death overtime, 3-on-3. 10 minutes, sudden death, 3-on-3. Fire Roberts. Fire Roberts. All right, face off. Won by the U.S. Nope. Won by the Swedes. Nylander dumps it in. Hellebuck settles it. 29 seconds. Dump in. Side of the net. Corner. 20 seconds. Centered. Goes through. Center. Shot missed. Out of the zone. 8 seconds. U.S. with the puck. 3 seconds. We're going to overtime, chat. No intermission, y'all. Thought for sure was a U.S. win. Now not so sure. So 3-on-3 hockey, y'all. 3-on-3, sudden death. If we go through the entire overtime, then it goes to a shootout. Let's go ahead and resurface the ice real fast, y'all. Let's resurface it. I can't believe that shit, y'all. And I even mentioned it. I mentioned it to y'all that's how the 2 games before had ended up. What a crazy day for hockey at the Olympics. And I feared because the underdogs in the other 2 games lost in the end. I feared that this would happen to us. I hope we can continue the streak of the favorite winning. But I'm absolutely terrified of the odds of averages. Yeah, 3-on-3 hockey. I feel ill. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to inhale a heater.
For Quinn, you got to look right in there at Carlton. And for Chico, I think you got 2 guys. You got Quinn Hughes, and you got Zach Werenski.
Great day for hockey. Badger Bob Johnson.
Ideally, don't leading up and down the end and off, but maybe that's 15 seconds if you can. But what should you say? No, then the other team's type game you want to.
All right, Chet. This is all for the. This shit's terrifying. This shit is terrifying. This is some Game 7 shit in baseball. I don't remember Peter Puck. All right, here we go. Sweden wins the face-off. Sweden wins the face-off. They're bringing it up near side, left to right. Quinn Hughes defended him. All right, out of the zone. Out of the zone. Sudden death, y'all. Next goal wins. Near side. Nylander. Turns the corner. Takes it to the goal. All right, U.S. with the puck. U.S. with the puck, 2-on-2. Crisscross. Applesauce. Save by the Sweden goalie. 9:12 to go in overtime. I guess so. I don't remember him. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Should I be on the main for this, y'all? It hasn't posted until after the goal, but Team IKEA, Yerpty Derp, says my Pine Mountain Club, Belishka. All right, line change. U.S. with the puck, their end. And here we go. Matthews, shot, save. Swedes get the rebound. They're cycling it in their own end. Carlson near side. Centers. The guy loses his edge. Kempe with the puck now. Around the net. LA Kings player. Raymond now. Everything in the USN, they pull it out. They pull it out of the zone. Weird. For a line change. US changes as well. I'm going to the main, y'all. It's a reaction video. What are we looking at here on the stat page? Nothing. All right, they got it far side in the USN. Around the net, near side. Still with it. On his backhand. Nice poke check by the US. Drop pass. Shot. Save on Hughes. Save on Hughes. And they'll face it off to the left of the Sweden goaltender. Yeah, the loser is done in the tournament, DC. Yeah, these are elimination games. Loser is done. Now, the semis, if you lose in the semifinals, you could still play for bronze. But the loser of this game will be done for the 2026 Olympics. Face off to the right of the Sweden goaltender. Won by the U.S. Quinn Hughes with it. Far side. Shot. Save. Save. U.S. keeps it in. All right. Quinn Hughes with it again. Near side here, circle. What a move. Gloved by Markstrom, the goaltender for Sweden. I like this Hughes kid. Yeah, that's not much of a page, is it? USA, USA, baby. So another face-off in their end. Matthews will take the draw for the United States. All right, U.S. loses that one. Carlson has it for Sweden. Still in their own end. They bring it out. I got a bad feeling. Landeskog. Old dude whiffs on his swing from the near side here. U.S. takes the puck. Long pass. Or we bring it out for some reason. I dropped here. Voldy. Back to Hughes. Near side. Between the circles. Shot. Score! Wins it. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to the semifinals, baby. Yeah. We are going to the semis, baby. Jack Hughes. No. Wait a minute. Is the goal posted yet? Quinn Hughes on the assist from Boldy and Matthews. Quinn Hughes scores the game winner on the assist from Boldy and Matthews. And the U.S. advances to the semifinal round against Czechoslovakia on Friday. And I will stream it. I will stream it, y'all. I was nervous, y'all. I was way nervous. They're going to win with that energy shown tonight, Val. All right, Richter. What a shot by Hughes, man. I love it. All right, handshake line. So shots on goal ended up being 40-29. 2-1 is your final. And it was fun to do a hockey game. I hadn't done one in a while. I thought I jinxed us. I thought you did too. I was worried you did too, buddy. And then when they came down, that last possession by Sweden, I was sure they were going to score right there. I was absolutely positive that my heart was about to break. But thank you so much, Ice Ice. All right, so the U.S. advances to play on Friday, y'all. I will do that game. So we got the ladies tomorrow and the men again on Friday. And we're trying to get to that Olympic gold medal game on Sunday morning. So the U.S. will play Slovakia and Canada will play Finland now in the semis. A Friday at 3:10 Eastern on NBC. Let me see how that looks. What is Friday, chat, date-wise? Hey, look at my phone wallpaper, chat. All right, so Friday is the 20th. So Lakers Clippers isn't till 8. So I'll be doing that US versus Slovakia game on Friday. And then we'll do Lakers Clippers. But Team USA advances. I'll be on later tonight for U of A versus BYU, as I mentioned before. And that's it, y'all. That is it. Too cool. What's up, Bob Phipps? What's up, Bobby? Great game. Go SUSA. Good job, Bal. Thanks, buddy. Great day for hockey. No shit. Don't go breaking my heart. Cardigan Mojito. All right, chat. So I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you guys later tonight for U of A basketball. We'll see y'all. Thank you so much. We ended up with almost 2,500 views. Almost 2,500 views. Now you all rock. Every one of you is. Every one of you is rock, y'all. I appreciate it. Peace. Where's my Lambo?